Hello everyone and welcome to Claret and Booze. My name's Nick and welcome to my daily ramble. I hope you're all well. As always, if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button to be notified whenever we're on next. And as always, whack a like on it for us because it does really, really help us. It tells that YouTube algorithm to go and share it around. So it does really help. Right, another interesting day in the world of West Ham. As we all know, the two players that are... there are three players that are on the agenda at the moment that we all know about. So Mavrapanos, who is a player that I reported a few days ago that I thought was slightly less likely to join us than Jonathan Tah. Not the case. And I'll be honest with you, I've not seen too much of Mavrapanos. I only saw him a few times for Arsenal. My memory of him weren't great, but I have gone back and I've researched him since. He's a good player, really good, 6'4", absolute beast. Not going to go through it all. Gary's done it already yesterday, but what a signing he would be for relative peanuts in today's market. You know, 27 million, and yeah, I just think it'd be a superb signing. The other one, as we know, Tim Schneiten's been dispatched to Amsterdam to go and seal the Kudos deal. I mean, he's going to be unbelievable. I think that's going to get done 100%. Tim doesn't go to Amsterdam and not come back with a player. He just doesn't do it. He's never done it before, you know? So he's going to go over there. He's going to have a very good time, and he's going to bring back Kudos with him. So we all know that's going to happen. So that's two players in the bin. The other one is Wahi. Now, look, again, not going to go into all the reasons why people are saying we shouldn't sign this player because we don't know whether they're true or whether they're not. I don't know. All that we do know is what is there when you Google him or look on his Wikipedia. Don't make for pretty reading, but at the same time, doesn't mean it's true either. You know, doesn't mean it's false. It's not for me to kind of judge him on that, to be honest, but apparently there is definite interest in this player. So that's three players that are solving problems for us. So, you know, you've got Mavrapanos, who's going to be sorting us out in defence when we play this really progressive game with our high line. He's going to be good. Him and Aguirre getting back. Not going to happen. Backs to the wall. But maybe when the next manager comes in, it'll be really, really good. Obviously, we need pace up front. Gary made that the focus of his video yesterday. And pace we are going to get in the form of Kudos and Wahi, potentially, or some of the other players that we're linked with. But they are the three that we've been talking about. Now, we spoke about Jesse Lingard. I've made my feelings perfectly clear. I'm not going to go over it all again. I'm not going to get myself started. But it materialised yesterday that the odds were that Lingard was going to sign because he's impressed in training. Well, he's impressed David Moyes in training. The news that I got yesterday and the day before was that irrespective of that, you know, Moyes has invited this guy to training off his own back. Sullivan had no intention of offering him a contract, and that still is the case. I think he's peddling sort of less than 10%. If you listen to Jesse Lingard's camp, it's very different. He thinks that he's nailed on to get a deal, but if he does get a deal, it's going to be relatively nothing. It's going to be like a pay-as-you-play, and he won't sign it because he didn't come to us last time. Because if you remember, he did his little podcast, you know, on the what's it called? You know, the CEO podcast that he did, where he basically gave his explanation as to why he didn't join West Ham as the fact that we didn't show him enough love. Put it over here. Enough love. Money. It's what he called love. Money. Forest offered him more money, so he went there. So, you know, I don't think he's going to get offered he's not going to get offered anywhere near what we offered him last time. This is 3 years on. So I do honestly think that that's a Lingard deal dead. Hurrah. Fantastic. The best news of the day. And that is that Paqueta looks like he could be staying with us. Now, I know that some people are saying don't get excited, only put it on hold, this, that, the other. But the way this has been worded in reports, it looks like Man City are diverting their attention elsewhere. Now, none of us really know why this is. Could it just be that West Ham are asking for too much money? I don't think so. There's probably something else in there. I'm sure it will all come out in the wash. But what fantastic news. Now, I just hope that this doesn't impact the Kudos signing. It certainly won't impact Mavrapanos. But I don't think it will because Kudos isn't a replacement for Paqueta. He's not. So imagine that now. Looking at it now, you know, we're all thinking, what was we getting worried about? because if we do end up with retaining Paqueta this season, we've got Alvarez. You know, you look like, based on the game against Bournemouth, you've got a revitalised Thomas Souček, who I hope is still shunted to the bench, but I don't think he's going to be. We've got James Ward-Prowse. We're going to have Mavrapanos and Kudos, Wahi, Lucas Paqueta. It's looking a bit good, isn't it? Jared Bowen. The options up front are going to be amazing. So that's something that that's not a position I felt like we was going to be in. We do always seem to pull it out of the bag when it comes towards the end of a window. We know that. You know, in regards to Paqueta, do I think it could still happen? Yeah, I think it could still happen. You know, it could be Man City playing hardball with the likes of West Ham saying we're going to walk away. It could be that. It could just be over money. In which case it could still happen, because if we've already lined up these other targets and some of it was dependent on Paqueta going, then maybe we will drop our demands a little bit. But I hope that we don't. I want us to retain him, you know. Look at him move. Look at the guy move. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's a very good day today. A very good day. Getting quite excited now. As I said the other day, I'm going to Chelsea. Now, I'm not confident that we're going to get anything against Chelsea. I'm not, but I do have a good track record going to games against Chelsea, home and away. So I very rarely see a loss against this lot, and I am going to the game. So you don't know. Lump on, you know. I reckon the odds will be good. The odds will be good on that one. I don't think we'll win. But hopefully we don't get murdered. These incoming signings should lift the squad a little bit. I know that we've had Fabianski speak out. You know, there's issues with Cresswell. There's issues with Antonio. There's now issues with bloody Souček. Souček speaking out now about our tactics and everything else. So it's whether or not that's going to upset the balance, I'm not sure. It also could be as well, because players' feathers get ruffled when new players come in, and we're going to have had a massive influx of new talent by the time the season starts. So I'm looking forward to it. We're still not talking about addressing the right back area, which is bothering me. It really is bothering me. Unless Moyes is going to try and look at potentially using Kehrer out there, which I wouldn't be against. I think if we persisted with him so that he could adapt and make that position his own, he could play right back, right wing back. I think he could do that more than competently, if I'm honest. I think he's got the pace. I've got piss glasses again. Must get a new set of glasses. But yeah, so look, that's it for me. A very quick update for your Friday evening. Very happy update. Yeah, so we're getting Kudos, we're getting Mavrapanos, Wahi maybe, but Paqueta at the moment, he's still a hammer. He ain't going nowhere. That's what it's all about. Gabbing you heads.